What's up? How we doing?
Hi, Max.
Good to see y'all.
Max is one of the team leaders. Having the team come out here to California, what's the benefits of being out here as a group and you as a team leader getting this thing together, bonded and everything?
Yeah, it's just about being around each other. We have nothing else to do. You know, AP said it very loud and clear. Like, if you don't want to be here, if you got something else more important when you're out here, you just go to Telesco and ask for your release. You know, we're here to get better, get closer, and just focus on improving every day.
For you, are you just as excited for this camp as you were your first?
Oh yeah, every year is different, but my excitement never changes. For me, it's like I said, a lot of people say they like it, they love it, but I live it. I live it every single day. It's not like, oh, it's time now because it's camp. It's like, no, we do this all year round. It's always time. It's just another part of the process, and I'm ready to keep getting better and improve and be a better, the best version of myself so far.
Max, with that in mind, what can you pinpoint one or two things that you're working on to get better at?
It's everything across the board. There's always room for improvement, from the run game to pass game to the mental side of it, to the physical side. There's always room for improvement, from hand placement to pass rush to speed to power, things like that. So for me, my whole motto for this offseason was refine and elevate. So refining everything I do across the board, from workouts, meal prep, pass rush, run game, and find another way to elevate. And that's what I've been doing since January 22nd. So we started earlier training this year. We took last time off. Meal prep was even more dialed in. There's just every day it's finding that 1% of the 1%. And that's what it is for me. I want to be, like I said a million times, I want to be the best in the world at what I do and win football games, and that's all that matters.
Was that one of the reasons you did that camp with the rest of the players?
It's a part of it. I've been doing that for years now, but I took a bigger role in it. Vaughn came to me, wanted me to be a big part in moving forward and carrying the thing on. So for me, it's what I do. I live it. I can talk football all day. So having the guys, coming out of the combine talking about, I'm one of the guys that they watch. Hearing about other guys around the league saying they want to play like me. That's what it's all about. That's what greatness, that's what the legacy is about, is having, inspiring others around you. So every time I get a chance to be around the other guys and share some wisdom and knowledge, I'm gonna do it every time.
On the flip side, how has that worked out with Thayer Munford? Because he said he's been learning a lot from going up against you.
Yeah, for sure. I told him I'm coming for him every day. He knows what it is. Jermaine had to work, do it every day too, and every guy before that. So he knows what I'm doing. He knows what type of energy and time I'm on. So he's got no choice. He's gonna get better regardless. No matter what, if he wins a rep, I told him every single time, I'm gonna say good shit, but I'm coming right back, and I'm gonna try to embarrass him the next play. So that's the only way you get better, is by really competing. It's not, playing buddy and things like that. We're on the field, we're out there to compete and get better. So they know what they're gonna get from me, and Thayer, he already knows what's coming for him every day, and I'm looking forward to that. That matchup, and everybody else as well.
Are the high expectations of this line more of a challenge than anything?
I mean, that's just noise. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're Super Bowl contenders in the preseason. Sometimes we're expected to go 6-11, but it's really all irrelevant. At the end of the day, it's just noise, and we really could care less. At the end of the day, we got to go out there and win, and that's all that matters.
Max, you said 2 times your big goal is to become the best in the world. For you, is that something? Is a certain thing you have to accomplish for you to feel like you are that, or is it more of an internal?
For me, it's everything across the board. For me, I feel like every single year I've gotten better. I've taken another big step forward, and for me, that's the only thing that's on my mind, is getting better. So it's not anything specific. For me, I feel like that's always going to be my mentality, regardless, until I'm done. So even when I win Defensive Player of the Year, when I win MVP or whatever, when we win Super Bowls, I feel like there's, I know my mindset is always, okay, what's next? What's more I can do? So that's how I hold myself to that standard. I speak loudly and proudly about it, because I know the work I put in. It's like I said, I live this shit every day. I put everything I have into it, and pour into it, and sacrifice on a daily basis. So really all that matters to me is being the best version of myself. And that's why I always say potential is limitless. For me, I know I've made it this far. I was a 1-star recruit, or 2-star recruit, 1 offer, and I've made it this far. So people can say whatever they want. At the end of the day, nobody expected me to be here. The only person that believed me at that time was myself. So I know I'm not the best version of myself, and that's what keeps me going.
Tay said that he would like the next Netflix to be corners, but how much would you like it to be defensive ends?
Yeah, I find it entertaining. For me, at the end of the day, I love sports, and that's literally all I do. You know, it's all I do, all I watch. So yeah, I feel like corners would definitely be entertaining, DNs as well. But yeah, every year it's always entertaining seeing the behind the scenes stuff.
Nice. Kind of two questions. You have a lot of guys on this team that are in the position of trying to make the team and fight for it on that defensive line. What's your biggest advice that you've been giving to them? And also, have you continued up your training camp ritual of watching Last Dance before you came in?
Oh yeah, honestly, this year it's funny. I started even earlier. I watched it like a month ago. So right now I'm watching Peaky Blinders. I'm really on my mob, mafia type energy right now. So I'm reading the Boss of Bosses book about Paul Castellano right now, and I'm reading Winning by Tim Grover. I didn't bring my Xbox out, so we're not doing any of that. No NCAA, so just locked in and keeping my mind sharp. So yeah, we already watched Last Dance, but I'm talking to my guy Tim every day, so we're locked in.
Max, I know you said you guys would do some live tackling.
Yeah.
How much do defenders appreciate that?
I mean, it's football at the end of the day. I mean, it's really whatever AP wants us to do and thinks it's going to help us win. That's all. That's really all that matters. So yeah, people have their opinions and whatever, but it's football. That's what we do. That's what we train for, we sign up for, and we look forward to doing. So yeah, if we got to tackle, if we're going to stay up, or whatever it is, you look forward to those opportunities every time.
Outside of your locker room, there isn't a lot of talk about Janarius Robinson, but there is inside of it. What do you talk about him? What is it about him that got your attention?
I mean, if you just look at him, I mean, you could tell the dude is a 5-star recruit. He's got all the intangibles. He's got long arms, he's athletic, get off, everything. For him, it's just about consistency. He's got to do it every day. Every day you show up, you got to get better. You can't ride the emotional roller coaster. You can't be inconsistent off the field and expect to be consistent on it. It's got to be consistency across the board. So that's how I tell him every time. You can't be solid and locked in for a week and then you got a bad attitude the next week, and that's the main thing. And I tell every single young guy and every guy coming up, Tyree, Malcolm, all those guys, like it doesn't stop. You know what I mean? Your energy can't be inconsistent. You can't be a tail, it can't be up sometimes, down sometimes. You can't operate like that. In this league, there's going to be ups and downs and things like that, but your attitude and everything's got to be consistent across the board, and that's what allows you to go out there and be free and play at your best. So yeah, there's always going to be adversity, but you can't fall too deep into that pit of like feeling bad for yourself or let one play affect the next. It's just got to be all right, boom, next play, get back in the line and be the best version of yourself. So that's my advice to him. I tell him every single day. You just got to be consistent across the board.
You mentioned before riding Tyree and making sure you stay on him. What do you think of his off season? What do you think first day of camp, obviously?
Yeah, that never stops. Tyree. I mean, he's got no choice being in our room. We got guys like myself, Christian, Malcolm, Adam Butler, John Jenkins, dudes that have done it at a high level for a long time. So Tyree's continuing to improve. His attitude is great. He's in better shape. He's been putting in the work. So, now it's time to put it on display. We got a lot of work to do, but like I said, it's just going one day at a time, being consistent every single day.
Max, even going back to OTAs, it seemed like day one, you and Christian Wilkins just kind of hit it off, and he's even trying to match your energy at times in practice. Why is that? Why were you guys able to hit it off right away?
Well, Christian's chasing, greatness. He wants to be a great player. That's what it's all about. So, like I said, in our room, you got no choice. Like if you're the guy that wants to take plays off and be on, be inconsistent some of the time, it's going to be glaringly obvious because everyone's flying around, everyone's flying to the ball. So, my coach at Eastern Michigan, Coach Creighton, he said it way back when I was in college and it stuck with me. He said, if your best players, your hardest workers, you have a good chance to win. So, I feel like that bleeds through the whole team. So, there's no other option. Christian's been awesome. Great energy, and works his ass off. So that's the type of people I want to be around.
What was it like for you to go back to Eastern Michigan and have that field dedicated to you with Rachel and all the groundbreaking that you guys did for it?
Yeah, it was incredible. Getting to go back to Ypsilanti, got to take my agent around the campus, showed him all the the old spots and everything like that, and just kind of reminisce and just see how far we've come in such a short time. I remember getting to Eastern Michigan. I mean, I was, like I said, 212 pounds, had one offer. And really, we're 1-11 my first year. Like nobody thought we would turn it around, and we ended up. I think we've gone to 8-9 bowl games since then. So being a part of something like that, and then coming back and having them, name a field after me is honestly, it's one of the most humbling things I've ever been a part of. Like I said, Rachel, I want, the Crosby Field thing, like, it's about us, you know what I mean? Without her, I wouldn't be here. She's been just as important as anybody in my circle. She's helped me across the board. She helped me. She was the first one to get me on meal prep when I was in college. So, we're a team, me, her, and Ella, and the dog. So it was incredible.
Zamir White's got some big shoes to fill. What did you see from Zamir last season, especially this offseason?
Yeah, Zamir, he's a quiet kid, but he works hard. You seen what he did last year when he came in. He didn't blink, came in and make some big plays. We're in Arrowhead, and he's breaking, long touchdowns, and he's just consistent. The dude's massive. Like, he's 225, 230 pounds, big physical back, played in the SEC. He can do it at a high level. So it really just comes down to opportunity, and a guy like him, he's been consistent. He's been here, he's been working hard, and I expect big things from him. He's a hell of a player.
Max, you look pretty comfortable as a cop with DeAndre as your partner. What was that experience like, and what can we expect from that from you?
Yeah, we, it was a different experience. I've never done anything like that, but it was a cool opportunity. DeAndre, he's a big Raider fan, and he reached out and just wanted to lock in and do something cool. So, you never, like I said, limitless. We can do whatever. I'm always trying new things. Always want to be the best version of myself. Put myself in uncomfortable situations. So we definitely have fun with it. So yeah, it'll be coming out Thursday. So it'll be cool.
Max, you obviously pushed for EP to get the job. What told you that he was the right guy for the job?
For me, it's just about the culture. You see people excited for Raider football, and that's really what it's all about. We're about writing our own history. For years and years and years, the last 25 years, it's been, everyone talks about what the Raiders did in the 80s and 90s. And with all due respect, we all respect those guys and everything's cool, but like Howie said it himself, he's like, it's time for y'all to do it yourself. So I take it real personal. I take a lot of pride in it, and the time is now. I'm sick of waiting. The window is, not forever. And I know the way I play, and I'm not going to play 20 years. You know what I mean? So I want to win here. I want to win now, and that's my goal every single day, is push everybody around me, pull the ones that need to be pulled, and push the ones that need to be pushed, and just get the best out of everybody and set the standard on a daily basis.
Let's do one more, if any.
Setting up for more cigars?
What's up?
Setting up the season for more cigars?
Oh, of course. We got some big things on the way. Big shout out to Acid Cigars. We're doing something special, so look out for that.
I'm trying to give away the ending, but do you know how it ends for Castellano?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay.
He got whacked.